14 so far. And with the new mobs already on order, the US appears ready to keep striking hardened underground targets if necessary. As for the flight of the B-2s away from Iran, the Iranian regime can't hope for that either. We know that B-2 bombers were reported to be en route to UK bases as early as March 4th, following the UK's reversal of its decision to ban the US from using these bases for its initial B-2 strikes. In other words, B-2s are being maintained, restocked and refueled far too close to Iran for the regime's comfort. The US could send these bombers back in at any time, and Iran wouldn't even know about it until it was too late. That's the entire point of stealth bombers. US President Donald Trump has also mentioned that a big wave is coming, following the arrival of B-2s at UK bases. That wave could include yet more B-2 strikes on underground targets as the US switches focus to crippling what the Iranian regime was trying to build now that it's taken out so much of Iran's military might. What can Iran do about all of this? Not a lot, which is why it seems to have doubled down on making threats and ridiculous demands to bring Operation Epic Fury to an end. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard continues to be defiant as it flings threats around and launches attacks against US and Israeli military assets that basically amount to weak jabs to counter the constant haymakers being flung at them by the Allies. As for Iran's political elite, they're looking for an off-ramp, though they seem to think that Iran has more leverage than it really has. Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, has already taken to X to outline Iran's demands for the end of the war. The only way to end this war, ignited by the Zionist regime in the US, is recognizing Iran's legitimate rights, payment of reparation, and firm international guarantees against future aggression, Pezeshkian declared on March 11. These are the sorts of demands Iran will be making if it were winning the war. It isn't. 3 holes of Taliban 2 prove it, and the US has plenty more where that comes from if Iran insists on trying to defy the sheer amount of air power that the US brings to the table. Iran, in the meantime, seems to be trying to act as though World War III is going to happen if the US doesn't stop. That doesn't seem likely to be the case, but several conflicts could trigger a truly global war in 2026. We covered 5 of them in a video, so check it out to learn more. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe to The Military Show for more insight into the latest US strikes in Iran. And thank you as always for watching.
Your unlimited or pay-per-watch membership can be used at any Ncaa26 location nationwide. Your vehicle is recognized in any app lane you visit. Our license plate recognition system ensures that you are on your way to Washington in seconds. Check ahead before your next business trip, road trip, or school journey.
Still on Sunday.
And find the location of your destination or along the way. We can't wait to give you the same world-class watch experience across the country.
Congratulations, it's a bargain! Ollie's is now open in Midtown Tulsa. Find us on East 21st Street in the Target Shopping Center next to Burlington, the former Sears location. At Ollie's, we sell good stuff cheap. You'll find brand new merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices, with deals on books, flooring, housewares, pet supplies, health and beauty products, toys, hardware, electronics, food, stuff for your bedroom, bathroom, and so much more. Ollie's is now open in Midtown Tulsa. Stop on by. Ollie's! Good stuff cheap!
March 16, 2026, day 18 of Operation Epic Fury, and the USS Abraham Lincoln is unleashing relentless fighter jet waves on Iran. CENTCOM is releasing this footage right now, showing the USS Abraham Lincoln has taken the gloves off. FA-18 Super Hornets, F-35Cs, both of those fighters blasting off of that deck, launching back to back to crush, likely, coastal targets and drone sites that could be aiding in the proxy warfare tactics that Iran is using to shut down the Straits of Hormuz. This is pure American air power and sea power dominance in action, demolishing Kharg Island's military facilities just a couple days ago and sending dozens of Iranian naval vessels to the bottom of the ocean, and not just the larger fleet of the Iranian Navy, but the smaller, fast attack boats as well are likely being targeted right now by these fighters that are blasting off of the carrier, because that is essential to opening up the Straits of Hormuz to all the traffic. Iran has shut it down to any Western-friendly nation, but at this point, their Navy doesn't really have a say in keeping that strait closed. It's their proxy warfare tactics that are keeping it closed, with their UUVs, those underwater unmanned vehicles, as well as their Shahed drone swarms, which could be hidden along the coastline near the actual Straits of Hormuz, or if they 100-mile or so, even more than that, range on some of their drones, they could be inland as well, hidden in mountain-style bunkers where they pull the drones out, they are hidden before that, they blast them off, and then they try to strike ships in the Straits of Hormuz. And it looks like they have some sort of rudimentary ability to target moving ships, or maybe these ships are just anchored and they're going after the anchored ones. But to me, it does look like some slight ability to target some sort of a moving ship at this point. And the whole goal right now is to keep them from shutting down the Straits of Hormuz. And President Trump is holding firm as well. No ceasefire, no deals until Iran fully capitulates and their missiles, their nuclear program, their proxy threats are fully wiped out. Obviously, their navy is essentially gone. But the proxy threats kind of now, in my opinion, involve the IRGC itself. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps itself is basically a proxy army, but it is within Iran. But it's their version of what they've done with Hezbollah and Hamas. And now they're just doing those same tactics to try to cause pain and chaos to the U.S. and Israel for the Straits of Hormuz. And in their minds, they think if they cause enough of that chaos, that the U.S. and Israel will back off. Yeah, not sure about that, but good luck with that. The Iranian regime is spouting defiant rhetoric, with IRGC spokesperson vowing to fight as long as it takes, is the direct quote. And they're also claiming that they've hit the actual USS Lincoln multiple times and sunk that. So, that's weird. It's actually blasting off F-18s and F-35s right now and striking the IRGC right now. But yeah, you've hit it. Yeah, of course. But as you can imagine, Iran is demanding U.S. withdrawal plus compensation for all the military equipment that's been blown up. They basically want like a $15 billion check at this point because there's been significant damage to Iran's military infrastructure, likely 99% of their military infrastructure having been destroyed. But they're insisting that the Straits of Hormuz are open to everyone except for the U.S. and the U.S.'s allies. This is desperate posturing, is kind of how I see it, and it shows how cornered they are. This is a win, in my mind, for the U.S. and Israel's resolve right now, because it looks like the Iranian regime is just getting more and more desperate by the day, since they know their hard military power has basically been vaporized at this point. I mean, all they have left are the drones, the UAVs, and the proxy army tactics. And to me, it just looks like they're hanging on by a thread at this point. And these F-18s and F-35s are bringing the hammer, essentially dropping it harder with every sortie they do, likely striking a lot of coastal areas and taking out these drones that are causing chaos in the Straits of Hormuz. It's like these pilots are thrusting deep into enemy airspace and unloading like golf pros on a hot streak. And here's some breaking news right now. Starmer says UK working with allies on plan for Strait of Hormuz after Trump call. So it's pretty awesome. It looks like Starmer is stepping up. He says this is not a simple task to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, but they're working with allies on a viable plan. So again, I think it's great. Looks like the UK is stepping up. They're coming into the fight at this point. It's kind of like that friend who didn't help you out at first, but then they're like, hey, sorry about that. I'm here. I got you back now. So it's actually cool to see that. Looks like the UK is going to step in with some sort of, who knows, potentially hard power, potentially even using other assets they have that help the U.S.'s hard power that's already there. We don't know exactly what they're going to do yet, but this comes after President Trump said it would be a very bad thing for the future of NATO if allies don't help secure the critical waterway for global oil shipping. I mean, after all, NATO's supposed to have each other's back. Obviously some tension there. And then President Trump also said that he may delay his China trip as he pressures Beijing for help in the Strait of Hormuz as well. Obviously, this is a weird position for China. They have deep ties to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps regime, flying in 20 cargo flights prior to the actual war going down. What were they dropping off? I'm sure it was just fireworks. I mean, whatever they dropped off, they're probably wishing at this point they didn't drop off advanced service to air radars, because those things got fried basically hour one. And seeing CENTCOM's website, we're seeing the F-35 just relentlessly blast off of the USS Abraham Lincoln. They're sailing close to Iran, is what they're saying right now. Basically just giving Iran the big middle finger, like, yeah, we can sail close to you, we're not afraid, our fighters are blasting on, striking your coastline, striking anywhere where you're trying to shut down the Straits of Hormuz. Lincoln and its embarked carrier Air Wing are executing back-to-back waves of strikes. And that was just 1 hour ago, the time of this video being made. Also, CENTCOM has done some fact-checking as well, and I love it when they do this. what the Iranian regime said. The Iranian regime recently expressed concern for civilian safety in UAE, urging them to stay away from seaports. They're like, yeah, we just sent 15 one-way attack drones into your neighborhood, but we really care about your safety, guys. We just really want you to stay away from ports. Very ironic, but CINTCOM went ahead and debunked that, saying the Iranian regime has indiscriminately targeted Gulf countries more than 300 times in the past 2 weeks without concern for the safety of innocent lives. And that's actually the truth. So again, the gaslighting from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and the regime is just next level, way worse than probably with any of our exes at this point. So the whole goal here in that scene with these waves of fighters, ideally, is no occupation. Now, I'll likely do a video here in the next few days on potential special forces strikes and operational strikes from special forces units going in and taking down high-value targets and things like that. But the whole goal, and something that I'm very happy about, that looks like no occupation plan, boots on the ground style campaign like we saw in Iraq and Afghanistan. I flew over Afghanistan, seeing the occupation and how the strategy just didn't make sense there. So it's really great to hear Secretary of War Pete Hegseth say no occupation. But who knows? Surgical scalpels, obviously that's what these fighters are at this point. These are tier 1 fighter units. F-18Fs are the 2-seat F-18 Striker. They've got a whiz over the back. They're dropping loads of weapons on the enemy, if you know what I mean. And then the F-18E is that single seat. It can also carry air-to-ground weapons, but it's more of an air superiority fighter. But you're going to want both of those out there right now, because again, you never know, a one-off, Iran gets a fighter jet airborne, and now you can strike and have a strike package that also has built-in OCA, offensive counter-air, going in and shooting down, who knows, anything that Iran is launching, specifically drones. So you load out those F-18Fs with APKWS rocket pods, and then all bets are off. Striking Iranian drones, striking them in the air or on the ground, basically giving the Iranian drones that are shutting down the Straits of Hormuz a gut punch. That's kind of the big thing I see with the USS Abraham Lincoln and this footage being released. I mean, it's just awesome seeing these jets blast off. Looks like the U.S. has hammered over 5,000 targets and inflicted massive casualties on IRGC forces, with some movements saying that the IRGC has lost 10,000 hardline fighters at this point, and I wouldn't be surprised. That makes a lot of sense to me. Superior tactics, and the U.S. are keeping casualties low, but not at zero. The U.S. has obviously experienced some casualties, roughly 13 at this point. Tragic. Thoughts and prayers with their families and friends. But the superior tech for intercepting these missiles and drones is what's making the U.S. casualty numbers stay so low. And the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group is owning the show right now off the coast of Iran. They're teamed up with U.S. Air Force assets, but the fact that these jets can just blast off that carrier and be right there next to the shoreline is just huge projection of air power. So hats off to all the aviators, the maintainers, all those on the deck making these jets blast off. That's huge. They're firing on Super Hornets and F-35Cs in non-stop missions to pound military infrastructure and counter the threats to the Straits of Hormuz. In the last 12 hours, more back-to-back strikes from the Lincoln have degraded regime assets even further than what they were a few days ago, basically pounding the last remaining resistance of the IRGC. The Trump administration's statement slammed Iran's disinformation and called on allies to lock in the Straits of Hormuz. This is seamless teamwork between carrier air power
Nah, I need
and
some
integrated
spicy food.
stripping the regime's ability to strike terror.
Yeah, Zach, I'm already best at this, bro.
Right now, the Straits of Hormuz.
Hands down. Hands down, bro. Hands down, bro. I'm the best, bro. I already know it.
I'm glad you asked. And there's some word coming out of the Trump administration with Energy Secretary Chris Wright saying that the Iran war will likely end in a few weeks. So I think he's probably onto something with all these different strikes happening right now. You can see the focus on the Straits of Hormuz. The focus isn't
I'm
necessarily
gonna focus
we
on
haven't heard
who we got
anyways
here.
on other strategic assets in the country because those have pretty much all been taken down at this point. So I kind of see this as the last stand of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. It's what they think can actually protect their regime and keep them in their seat of power. So I think what Chris Wright's saying definitely holds weight. So we'll see. But a couple weeks to me makes sense. I mean,
There you go.
massive
No
country,
time.
2.5 times the size of Texas, so striking down drones, especially ones that are going and targeting the Straits of Hormuz, won't happen overnight. But again, you can start planking these things off, and then you
Hit that
have
motherfucker. Come
advanced assets overhead. In my opinion, you have the annual Fury type drones,
on. Hit that
AI
motherfucker.
XBAT up there, or RQ4. And RQ4 is highly capable as well. And you're just sitting there watching. So the RQ4s look really good at watching the drone
Motherfucker
movements
burning.
that we saw being struck repeatedly in the Caribbean. Likely it's still down there. Just keep me an eye, right? Hey, Venezuela, yeah, we're partners now.
Cruise down the left hand side. Okay. Cruise down the left hand side. It's probably by a smidgen. Let's go. Birdie on the first. Birdie on the first. Yeah, I can't wait to play y'all. It's gonna be fun. It's a game to test who got skill. You know what I mean? It's a skill test game. I think tennis should be one too. Yeah, I think tennis is one too. I don't think I ever played a tennis game since like PlayStation 2. Is that the pole right here? That's the pole. I think I see a little bit of something here. Let's see what we're gonna do. Oh man, I hit the hole too hard. I think that's a little lump right there.
Yes, any time you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt? Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Just 23 feet from the cup. I mean, ain't got nothing else for me. That was so suddenly. Don't gotta be too far. Don't gotta be too far.
Now look at this one.
No. No, no, no.
Big swing on that putt right there. They didn't quite get the break right. Distance was perfect. Nice, easy par.
No, I missed it? Oh
That one
my
raced away.
goodness.
It weren't coming back.
That's a bull.
Then it goes. Unfortunately, he dropped a bit in the standings after that. Stepping up now into the par 4 third.
I need to get more on that.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff.
Another straight.
This shot
What's the farthest you had hit it so
from
far?
10 yards.
Mine's just 330. But hey, when you up the level one, do you get extra points? Okay, if I'm reading this right, it should be coming. It should be coming left. Not too much. We're going. As I'm up them, okay. Yeah, we need to be a little closer. Oh, there we go.
Looks like they've got the 5
see. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I'm gonna do something else tonight. Okay, hold on. I'm not. Never realized that. A little bit too hard, bro. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling, cuz. Oh, quit rolling. This motherfucker done rolled all the way. Ain't this something? The wind and blew this thing 26 yards the other way. Ain't that some bullshit?
On this by the looks of it. What are they facing with this putt?
This one's going uphill, moving to the left.
Did not get it over. Oh my goodness. What's up with the power struggle on the putt? You would think blue will get you where you need to go. Oh, maybe the distance does matter. Hell no. Hell no. This motherfucker's still coming back. Oh. They cheating me, Zach. I don't know what to do here.
This next
That
putt
wind
is a
can't be
double bogey.
that strong. The motherfucker is that strong. Okay, at least I learned something here.
In she goes. Let's head
Kinda.
to the next. And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament.
I'm at
Break down the
156
leaderboard
now.
line, never a good thing.
And now on to the par 3 fourth hole.
Got to shake off that last hole, Luke. It was atrocious.
Going with the 5-iron here. Well, this one's right at the pin.
Ooh, so
What a
close.
shot.
Damn wind is blowing.
This putt to about 11 feet in distance.
A great birdie chance here.
Starting this putt
Oh
way in
my
front.
god.
Well, that
I
play was
had it
made.
exactly where it's supposed to
3
be.
feet to go here to the hole. And it's a one-stroke par 4 for our leader over the field. This hole here is a par 4.
I gotta watch out for this fucking wind. This
Clear for
wind
that.
is massive.
Second shot here on the 5th.
Let me see, what can I see it at? This way is the wind blowing again. Ooh, Zach almost had the pitch, folks.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Let's go.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 5
Gotta work my
shots
way
after
back
that.
up. Trailing by 5. Fence to the hole. Oh no, I'm in second place. I kind of understanding how golf is working. Some people are playing later than you, so their numbers is not the Same. So then when they don't do the same as you, they do worse. That's how you be up more hits. Because you doing it in less hits. That's pretty much what it is. Who does it in less hits? And if we got Birdie or whatever that other shit called. Eagle. That's what it's called. Eagle or something. Then you get the hole in one. Then you got par. Then you got fucking double par or some shit. Alright, trying to burn my mouth some more. Well, a good piece of chicken now tastes a lot of things. I don't think pizza can compete. And pizza good. But a good bite of some chicken. Be crazy. I forgot you were playing that. It's time to put this away. It's time to take the lead and don't give it back. First place. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, Zach, I see what you're saying now. I ain't move up the difficulty. Cause now I'm just blowing niggas out. I ain't even that good myself. But I ain't in the. I'm like, shit, really? I'm gonna keep doing this until I get to the PGA Tour, and then it's like, going to the pros. Hold on. $250. Gonna have to work. That was a great hit. I'm in a. Okay, I didn't get to the bunker. shit look a little treacherous. Let's see what's going on though. Trying to do a little spinny spin on it. Oh, that sucks.
Here's a chance to get to 12 under. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one's like a good left to right, it looks like.
Ah, left to right and it finished right too. What's that about?
5 feet coming from
Biatch.
This is what they have left for par.
Put it now.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
Oh, really? How was that win? That win ain't that strong. Let me go down one more. Let me go knock this out the park. Oh.
Go with a 3-wood here.
Overshot it because of. That's crazy.
This is from miles away.
Let's see what the hell going on here. You're gonna have to take them. Damn, 63. See why?
Did what they needed to do, got the pace right.
This will be a good one to make. It's for par.
Okay, 7 feet. Ah,
Remember the old adage, never up, never in.
that shit
And this one will be
crazy.
for bogey. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Damn, that motherfucker far. Okay, put it up here and let it roll. Kind of roll we get. Exactly what I was hoping
Well
for.
struck.
Where's the hole at? Looks like we might want to come this way. Hit that a little too hard, bro. I
That's the
hope.
perfect shape. Just controlling your fade.
Mm,
Oh, this one's right
there
down
we
the
go.
pipe.
There we go.
Not
That's
going to short
better.
that. Still a chance.
That's better.
And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. Henny's down there. You got a read?
This is a big old lefter-righter.
Lefty righter, huh? Lefty righter, huh? Big old lefty righter. How big is okay? How big is I guess I'm gonna find out. Oh, that was a hell of a right turn. That's some bullshit, guy. That's a hell of a right turn.
Big swing on that putt right there. They didn't quite get the break right. Distance was perfect. Nice, easy par.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
This wind is killing me. That motherfucker. Okay. Okay.
From about 130 yards here. Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Okay. 130. Let me do this. A little, you know what I mean? With a little touch on it. A little English.
Playing with the pitching wedge here. Oh, that one's
No.
straight in the pipe.
Okay, let's
Thought
go.
about and play that one. 13 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
I'm gonna have to get up out this one. Okay, where we at? 13 feet. I don't know how this is gonna go. Ah, it went left. And it's gonna travel. It's gonna travel, bro.
1 feet left to go.
This is what they have left for par here.
No, they never hit it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. You've arrived at 16th, the par 4. I think they're going to like that outcome. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Trying to work a little draw into this flag.
That's inside the house of opportunity. This putt to get to double digits under the car. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
No, fuck.
I'm going left to right there, Luke.
Left to right.
Well, it was a
God,
wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Welcome to the par 3, 17th hole.
dang. Where's that hole at? Really? Right there? Let's put a little English on it. Yeah, we'll have to put a little English on this. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at? It's right there, huh? Put a little English on it.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played.
Oh, I hit the pole, Zach. I hit the fucking pole, cuz.
Fantastic look upcoming.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Misses.
Let's
7
go.
birdies today. They're currently in first place on the leaderboard.
Imagine we get to legend level.
And Rich, I could see you on the edge of your seat all day. It really was one of those cliffhanger performances. This player has a slim lead.
Absolutely, Luke. You always want to have the biggest lead possible. I gotta say, one stroke is better than none.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beem. And on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
Bro, come on.
Ncaa26 Sports, in association with the Corn Ferry Tour, is delighted to bring you today's tournament. Third round coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beem, and it's great to have you with us. As this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. And if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
I know it. I'm like, oh, that's a terrible position.
Play down
Oh, fuck me.
Our feature player's coming off a little hot streak on the front nine. Let's see if they can take it to the
Where
back nine.
is the pole at? I don't know. Seen it. Okay, I see now. All right, that worked out.
Well, that's a high caliber shot.
Flag should be over there.
Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from
Can't see this fucking flag. Got it right here in front of me somewhere. Work out the wedger. Coming down a little bit. Let's see if we can get a. Oh, I kind of overdid it though. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
13-footer coming up here.
Kind of 13 feet.
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
Break to the left, huh? Make sure I'm prepared.
Don't mind the look of
And
this.
it, bro, oh, I made it.
Impressive.
I made it. I didn't hit the rim on that motherfucker.
And after a birdie in the last, take the honor on the hole.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere. Booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere.
Well played. Second shot here.
Works for
on the
me.
sixth.
Okay, 280, 37, 38. Whoa. That's like some water. If it's over there, we can bring it back here, but we gotta go that way first. Hit that thing. Nah, I need to go back more that way. I overhit it that way. No.
That's going to make the next shot a bit more challenging.
That was cool. That was cool. Ain't got no wind out there this time. So that ball is rolling.
Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. Eddie, what are they facing with this putt?
To my eye, it's looking like 38 feet.
The fuck that supposed to tell me? From your eye, it look like 38 feet. No shit, fat motherfucker.
Have a look at this one come back.
No harm done. Nestled it up close.
Big swing on that putt right there. They didn't quite get the break right. Distance was perfect. Nice, easy par.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Teeing off here at the seventh.
Let it rip.
That is crushed.
Let it rip. $84 yards, huh? Seem like this might be the best option right here.
Bro, what is going on, man?
This one is chewing fiber.
This play
Almost had it, nigga. Oh, almost had it. Almost had an eagle, bro.
This one's a par three.
I'm gonna give me a hole in one, Zach. I'm gonna get it right here.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat.
Ah, man, I should have brung it. Damn.
Bro, this man is
Ball
getting
is
these lucky
rolling.
calls,
Seen a scorecard
bruh.
that doesn't look good
Left or right, quickly down the hill. Left or right, quickly down this hill. Got 27. Might go a little bit over. Yeah, we're going down the hill. Ah, missed it.
Putting for par.
No. God,
Putt
bro.
went a bit long there. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. As we head to
Dang,
the
a
next, it's a
bogey.
big six-stroke advantage for our leader. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Smack that.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. From about 200 yards out.
I hit a little hard though. Damn, maybe a little too hard.
Nothing sweeter than a draw like that.
Oh, I hit the pole, bro. What the? I hit the thing dead on the pole, and I just this ball's all the way down the hill. That's insane.
That accurate from so far away.
A putt here to move to 16 under par.
Oh my
Yeah, that
god.
was really nicely judged from there.
Putting for a par now.
Are you fucking
And
kidding
just a
me?
little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our featured player leads by 5 strokes as we head to the next hole.
Ah,
That should find the fairway. Second shot here at the 10th.
what this looking like?
This is beautiful to watch.
It's amazing
Mm.
to see how good this player is in full flow.
Good looking birdie here.
Oh my goodness!
And that should secure the par on this one. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And
There's
just
hundreds
keeping
of
it
them.
neutral on the leaderboard.
Now we done with the rounds already?
And as the third round comes to a close, that beautiful opening session of Tom's Golf.
I got people. I got somebody that's close.
And I gotta say, I can't wait to watch more of it.
Well, that'll just
Sports
about
Day
do it.
tracking the best crypto platform of 2025.
Thanks for tuning in.
Millions of crypto traders around the world will trust Kraken. Founded in 2011 with industry-leading security and a proven track record, over 620 cryptocurrencies available 24/7, high liquidity for better prices and faster execution, and 2 free apps where you can choose your ideal trading style. Get Kraken today and join a community of true traders.
Did I, bro? I thought I. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me. I ain't took off my shoes. Tripping.
Breaking.
Shit, been cold.
We interrupt the normally scheduled programming because we have to get
Vlad got
we have to
somebody
talk
else
about
doing his
an
dang
interview running
interviews.
right now as we speak on the Vlad TV channel. But we got to do something that has never been done. While one interview is running, we got to do a completely separate interview because there is a war that broke out in Iran, and there is nobody better to speak to about it than Sergeant Nicholas Hurd. Nick, what up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, Soldier Boy don't have nothing on this right here, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Soldier Boy, Boosie, 6ix9ine, none of them.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yo, Nick, real talk. In the history of Vlad TV, I don't believe that this has ever been done.
That's crazy to me. And I've watched Vlad since
Five holes to play.
many moons ago. You know? Before I turned on. Yeah.
We should try
Definitely when
hockey.
I was young.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I've never seen
Load
it
it up.
done. Currently, you and I have an interview running, and we just had to bring you back on the platform because you offer a unique perspective that I don't think any guest on the platform can speak to in real world scenarios. I mean, your perspective comes from a place of experience. It comes from a place of been there, done that, and I can't wait to have this conversation. So,
Yeah.
let's just talk about Operation Epic Fury. It's a hell of a name.
It is. That's our name. I know Israel has Roaring Lion. That's their name.
Correct.
It's still pretty, significant, but different.
Yeah. You know, last time you and I spoke, I asked you specifically, did you think that this was going to happen?
Ah.
Did you think we were going to go to war with Iran? You didn't think so. You said you give it 3 to 6 months, if I can remember correctly. If, by the time this thing airs, there is a strike. Woo! But it definitely seems like we're gearing up.
I was going to give it, if we're going to do anything, 3 months, 6 months max. 3 months. I can see something in 3 months. Yeah. Yes, sir. I believe 3 to 6 months, but then, after you had informed me on the, since 2003, we haven't had that build up in the Middle East since 2003. Then I was like, okay, been there, done that. I know it's about to happen. And like the day after the interview dropped, or the day we got done doing the interview, the next day is when it popped off. I don't know if I'm like a bad omen at this point.
Left to right where?
But I don't know. But yeah, it was way sooner than
Niggas just be saying shit.
I gave it a few months.
Cause left to right, the ball went right.
That it was about to go down. And actually, if I can remember my words correctly, I was like, yeah, by the time that this interview airs, I wouldn't be surprised if the U.S., if there was a strike. I didn't realize at the time, or I didn't think at the time, that it was going to be the U.S. and Israel. But, if you watch the news, and it's always the build-up in the news. They prep you for something. They desensitize you, they get you ready. So I saw all of the warning signs like, yo, this is, they're prepping us because we're about to strike. And it didn't surprise me at all, truth be told. Okay, before we get into Epic Fury, I think that the last operation, I don't even know if it was 2 months ago. Operation Midnight Hammer, I think that's what it was called.
In Venezuela.
Correct.
Yeah.
No. That was actually in Iran. Was Operation Midnight Hammer in Venezuela?
Midnight Hammer, you're right. That was, I'm sorry. Are you talking about the nuclear facility?
Yes.
Okay,
When we struck in Iran.
Allegedly.
And President Trump, he said we completely obliterated.
Oh, a little bit too hard. Wow.
Exactly.
That was his words.
And that's what gets me too. It's like, I mean, if we completely obliterated something, and then fast forward a few months to today or a few days ago, and it turns into Iran was like weeks away, days away before they were able to be like, almost untouchable when it came to the nuclear program. But I thought Midnight Hammer was
No,
completely
wow.
obliterating their
I see why it was just,
nuclear
oh,
program.
it's just downhill
And
slope.
that's what got me. I'm like, that was a setup
Oh, it's a downhill slope.
to where we are today. And it was like, I don't know if it was to get the reaction of the American people, to see how we would react to, doing a top secret mission, Tom Cruise style, to hit this nuclear facility allegedly. It might have
Wow.
a whole
It
woman
went.
in the side of the mountain.
It's crazy it
One
went
thing
that
I
way.
do know about bombs and mountains. You go back to Afghanistan, 2001, 2002. We bombed the shit out of Afghanistan. Back when we had Bin Laden, rest his soul, Dalton Fury, a Delta Force commander, who was on that operation. He wrote a note in my book, and yeah, if anybody who reads my book, they'll see Dalton Fury's endorsement in my book. And really great guy, rest his soul.
Alright, then I didn't.
But it's like,
I didn't put
you
nothing
can
on it.
bomb and drop bombs on these
Alright,
people.
that actually is
But
perfect.
when you're like,
That's actually
embedded in
perfect.
the side of the mountain, deep underground, there's only so much you can do. And allegedly, Bin Laden got
Bro,
away.
no.
The U.S. let him got away type deal to prolong the war. I'll say that's my belief. I do believe that, and I know two Delta Force operators who were on that operation, and they suspect the same thing I suspect, that he kind of let him get away. Some helicopters came in, picked somebody up. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Wow.
But I do know, having fought in this war, you can drop bombs on these people, and it's like they just get tougher over time. It's not like, you know, uh, pumping a mole, pumping gas underneath where moles live at, and setting it on fire, blowing it up, or whatever. This is different. These people are built different. They've been fighting this, war since before I was born, and they've been planning stuff since like the 1940s or 50s, for that matter, for situations just like this. Do I think we hit anything? I don't know. But what I do know, if you're smart about war, or even have the paranoia that, hey, some countries might be after me, I'm going to move my stuff underground, off radar. And I think that's what Iran may have did. But do I think that the Operation Big Dick Hammer, whatever you want to call it, do I think that obliterated their nuclear program? I didn't think so from the get-go, but that's what our government told us. And the first thing that, the guys in war, like I told you, is the truth. That's the first thing that goes in war.
Break to the right. With a break to the right. With a break to the fucking. Oh, nah, the shit don't want to break right. Shit's out
And when
here.
the numbers come out,
Double.
if I were an American,
Oh
I'd
my
be
God. What a
questionable about the numbers that do come out. I've been on multiple
pun
operations
the
where
last.
the news, I was sitting in a chow hall one day. This happened a couple of times. We would get done a mission, I'd come back, 2 hours later, I'm at the chow hall eating breakfast, and I watched that another unit did X, Y, and Z. This many people were killed, and we got this guy. Yeah, we got this guy, but the unit was wrong, the casualties were wrong, but it's being put out on Fox News and CNN. And I'm like, oh shit, I was just on that mission. And I've watched it multiple times.
Swung that thing. Come on.
That's so crazy, and I really do want to highlight what you just said. The first casualty of war. It's true.
What kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about
I mean, that is such a deep statement when you think about it. And you haven't been over there, witnessed it firsthand, participated in it, and you look up from the chow hall and you see almost immediately that the truth is distorted.
Yeah.
The facts are completely different from what you know has happened. And I think in large part, that's what we're dealing with.
Put it
Here.
right on it. Oh.
A month or two ago, the nuclear potential of Iran was completely obliterated. But here we are, fast forward 6, 8 weeks later.
Come on.
We're at
Come on.
war with them, and it's
Oh.
specifically because they have the makings of weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
What's right? What are we supposed to believe?
I'll tell you what you
That's a
need.
victory. That's a victory, Zach.
Looking back at 2003, before that, like 2002, 2001, 2002, going to war with Iraq, they told us the same talking points.
That's cold, bro.
Anybody who remembers that, I used to study war. In middle school, I studied war. I used to steal books from the library, like break in, steal books from the library, just to read books about war. I got in trouble for it. And I've been studying this stuff all the way to my adult life, to today. I still study war. But the same talking points that are being spewed out by our politicians in office is the same talking points that got me to believe that I was really going to go help out in Iraq. And I don't believe that now. I've gotten older. I've been there, done that. You know, granted, at the time I did have a lot of fun. It depends on what you classify as fun. I don't look at the killing anymore as fun. To a degree, there were certain cases where, you know, it was all right, but what got us into that war was one big lie. And I don't think the American people has had enough time to, like, digest that and put the feet to the fire of our politicians in office and say, hey, you sold us on a lie and got thousands of people killed, over 1 million Iraqis, civilians killed, and we haven't addressed that yet. And those same talking points that allowed us to do that is happening right now.
Yeah, they ain't telling no lie. That's what I need right there. That's exactly what I need.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, our conveyor belt is simple and easy to use. To load your
Yeah, I'm going to the PGA. That's why I might get my ass kicked.
When you gear your car into the track, come to a complete stop. Shift into neutral once prompted by the screen, then take your foot off the brake. It's that easy. No tricky tracks or old-fashioned rails to worry about here. Enjoy stress-free car washing at your local Tommy's Express today.
No, you're absolutely right. And the truth of the matter is,
I'm gonna put opponent difficulty master since I'm in the PGA tour, cause I know they're a little better than me.
Your social media feed, and you don't know what to believe. You really don't. If you are pro-war, then of course you're going to latch on to the idea that America is defending not just itself, but the world at large from one of the greatest nuclear threats of our era.
You know who else has nukes? North Korea.
Absolutely.
There's a few other countries that have nukes, but we don't touch them. We just seem to be going after the same brown people. The same brown people who live in a desert. We keep going after them. There's a few other countries that have nukes, or the potential to have nukes. But we don't go after them. We go after these people who live in the desert somewhere in the Middle East.
Okay. Yeah, shit changing when you make the PGAs, huh?
Like we talked about last time. Bibi Netanyahu has been talking about this for like 20 plus years. Or whatever. Since the 90s, he's been talking about it. They've been weeks away, days away. We obliterated it. It's completely set back to the Stone Age. And then a couple of weeks later, it's like, oh, they're about to get it again. and they were weeks away from it. It's the same talking point. And I'm like, we just keep going after the same people. And is it really for our best interest? Is it for our freedom? Or is it for somebody else's?
You know, and that's the $1,000,000 question. We don't know what's behind this.
Oh, I do.
We don't know. Go ahead.
I do. I think we all know what's behind it. And it starts with the letter I, ends with the letter L.
You're right.
Is ISIS, Ra, and L. Is Ra L? I don't know. And
I hear you loud and clear, brother.
Yeah. I think they have APAC. I don't know. I think it's way too much pull and way too many strings being pulled on our polytricksters. That they're nothing but actors at this point. They're paid actors. And their producer is in another country in the Middle East somewhere. And they get paid to go out here and act like politicians. Act like they have us in our best interest. They don't care about us, the viewer. They care about the producer. They care about making him happy. That way they can get another production. Another production means another paycheck. We don't have politicians, we have actors.
That's well said, Nick. It really is. And when you really sit back and think about what you said.
Dang, I gotta win a Masters, bro. That's where it's at. Like the PGA Tour, just the first step.
You know, because
It's the bottom of the toe.
Why are we again in a war? You know, what is the benefit to America, to the American people, to be? And it just doesn't seem like there's any, especially when we were told that threat was neutralized. Matter of fact, to be more exact, it was obliterated.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we here? But, you know, I want to go back to February 28th, which is all of 10 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
The decapitation strike. At 1:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the U.S. and Israel simultaneously launched a massive joint air campaign on Iran. Over 2,000 targets were hit that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to focus on the supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah.
Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, was killed.
Yeah.
And the reason I want to talk about him specifically, and I really want you to sit with this. In that region, the supreme leader, it's above a president.
Mm-hmm.
It's above a prime minister. It's
How do you get
a king.
starts to up boost your level, bro? I'm trying to figure this out.
The second in command to God.
Gee.
Yeah.
He sits right under God.
It's like the Pope
For
almost.
them. It's like the Pope.
Yeah.
First, I want to get your thoughts on us taking him out. But I want you to think about something. The man was 86 years old.
Exactly.
How much more time did he have?
Yeah. I look at it like, I break it down in like a few ways. I guess you could say, one, what threat was he directly to the U.S. people? You know? Two, I think about, is the U.S., are we still involved in active assassinations? The last time I checked, I don't think we're, like heavy in that game of assassinating foreign leaders. But then to call it not a regime change, but you want to kill the regime leader and then have say-so in who the new supreme leader is going to be, sounds a lot like regime change to me. Just like they are not calling it a war.
Hey, let this nigga win.
Except for, on Wednesdays and Thursdays when it is a war.
Yeah, you.
It's like a targeted campaign.
Oh,
It's
so
the
they're locked
equivalent
in.
of calling 9/11. It was just targeted attacks. It wasn't like not an active war. Or Pearl Harbor. It was just targeted attacks. Those were all acts of war. But when we do it, oh, it's just like strategic attacks, targeted attacks.
For real.
It's not war. 3, like you said, yes, he was
No
86
niggas
years
mad.
old. How much more time did he have? You know, it's like Bin Laden on dialysis, traveling through the mountains of Afghanistan, Tora Bora, and making it to Pakistan, all while on dialysis. Then you do the raid and you don't find a dialysis machine. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that I don't believe anything that's being put out. And I think that this was all about regime change, but not in our benefit. And
Which
not
one
just
you
regime change.
you
I
playing?
feel that there's a certain country that kind of wants to control the entire
Oh,
Middle
yeah.
East. And if you look at the wars we've been fighting since I can remember, it's all about the Middle East. It's always been. And whose interest are we fighting for? Is it the American people? If it truly, really was, then go back to 2003. You don't got to go back that far. 2003. Saddam Hussein, weapons of mass destruction. Like, what threat did that really pose against us, the American people? All to get over there and find out, oh, it wasn't even like that. We don't know what we saw on Midnight Hammer, whatever that operation was. We don't know what they really did. No one was there. You got presented some satellite imagery of some holes in the ground. Those same satellite images back in 2003 where Colin Powell was talking about, oh, these are missiles of mustard gas and X, Y, whatever the fuck he was trying to say it was, WMD, turned out to be nothing. It was all made up. So if they're willing to log those same people, and it's not the same people, it's the same entity.
Let's get
It's
in the
allowed to
drive.
lie to you then, and lie to you
Let's get
before
in the
that.
drive.
The warmongers or the people who are all about war, it's like, one, those same people who are all about war, you ain't fighting shit. You never fought shit. You're too much a coward to get off your fucking mom's couch, stop eating Cheetos, get in shape, go put bullets in people. You don't want to do that because those bullets fly 2 ways. And that's the quickest way to find out a coward. Is somebody who runs their mouth about, oh, we're all about war. I want to go, we should go do this, we should go do this. No, this isn't French. It isn't we. Nigga, it's I. You won't go do shit. You'll sit there behind your little computer screen and talk about how much you love war, but you never had to go see your friend's head blown off. You never had to taste your friend's blood. I've had to do that. I've had to stick fingers in bullet holes. I've had to swim neck deep in water
know, right?
and taste my best friend who just saved my life. I've tasted his blood. And I've killed a lot of fucking people for it. Those people don't have to live with that. They don't have the dreams at night. They don't have the issues that we have, the guys who've been there, done that. So yeah, fuck a warmonger. I don't believe that. If I ever did become president, which I have no desire to, you better believe it's gonna be like George Washington, but I'm black. I want to be there on the front lines. I want to support if I'm going to support you, there's no better way to support the truth than signing that dotted line and go play volleyball with some bullets. Nobody wants to fucking do that. So yeah, I don't care about those people are cowards. There's a recruitment station in every hood. Go to a high school. Go to any lower income high school in America. You'll find a recruiter there. They're not hard to find. But yeah, I don't like those people. Am I proud
I ain't
of what
watched
I've
shit
done?
yet, man.
I don't know. I'm proud of certain things that I've done, but not everything. But yeah, those same people who sold me that lie are doing the same thing today. Why would they change that? You never trusted it. Once they show you who they are, believe that shit. Believe it. They don't change up. Our government has never went to rehab, never went to go seek help from anybody else. They don't even seek help from us, the American people who vote. Those who do vote. They don't care. So why keep believing the game?
Damn, Nick. I mean, you are spitting straight facts like that. You are spitting today. what you're saying is so real and it's so powerful. And I really want people to just try to digest your words, not just zone in on some quick highlighted moments, but what you're saying, like tasting the blood of somebody who minutes ago saved your life.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, wow. Just powerful words, man. Powerful words. You know, you spoke about regime change.
Mm-hmm.
And let's not get this twisted. According to polls, 81% of Iranians didn't like
I didn't even see that.
that regime. 81% of Iranians,
Who,
according to the polls.
the polls. And here's I've never in my life been polled on anything. I don't know anybody who's been polled on anything. These polls, I think, come from with inside the news organizations who spew the propaganda. These polls, I mean, who are they polling? You mean to tell me Fox News, CNN, Newsmax, whoever, went over to Iran to go poll some people who speak a completely different language? Where are they getting the polls from? I've never been polled. Did they poll the Iraqis and the Afghans too? I've never seen a poll in my life. These are all internal organizations to
Oh, I
they're
missed
doing
it though.
internal shit to fucking spew propaganda. These polls aren't real. And the same person who was saying to believe the polls told you not to believe the polls last election cycle. When somebody else was
That's right.
somebody else was favored to win. The same person who's telling you and the people who are telling you to believe these polls. We can go back to Hillary Clinton when she was like viewed on winning. And the polls
Got it.
were astronomical. There was no chance Trump could win. Those same polls that fucked up royally are the same polls who are telling you right now that 81% of X, Y, and Z gonna happen. And what to believe.
Right.
Polls ain't nothing more than bullshit to make you believe something that ain't true. Polls aren't real. I've never been polled a day in my life. My parents, they've never been polled a day. My grandparents never been polled a day in their life. I don't know anybody who's being polled, the American people, the Iranian people. I mean, the statistics show, like, if my whole inner circle and my outer circle, I don't know anybody, and let's say one person got polled. I mean, who polled you? One person out of 1,000 people, to me, seems like bullshit. And they say the American people feel this way. I don't feel a fucking thing about what your poll says. And 9 times out of 10, I'm completely opposite. These polls are deception. It's propaganda. It's television. I'm going to tell your vision what to believe. That way, when I do something, you feel like you're not the outcast of whatever that poll says. Nobody ever wants to be the outcast.
No, you're right. You know, even as you're speaking, I mean, obviously, I've never been polled, but I don't even know one person who has been.
Exactly. So where are these polls coming from? Who are they polling? It ain't us. It ain't us. It damn sure ain't us.
Okay, what's your thoughts on this then, Nick? Iran. They're considered one of the leading state sponsors of terrorism. This is, if we're speaking again, what's out there in the media and being pushed on us. Iran itself, you know, they're considered to be backing all of the major groups and proxies, from Hezbollah to Hamas,
Oh my god.
Palestinian, Islamic Jihad. I mean, we can go on. Do you think that's truth, or is that just hyperbole?
I think it may be a mix of both. And what I mean by that, I mean, if you want to look at, like, the biggest contributor to terrorism, I'll be, like, 100% honest, we gotta stop looking at ourselves as the good guy. Out of our 250 plus years of existence, we only haven't seen war for like 16, 14, 16 years. We've got over 200 plus years of continuous war, being involved in war, killing innocent children, women,
Okay.
men,
Okay.
people who have
But damn,
nothing
if
to
I
do with
push
nothing.
it.
But we go over there and bomb the fuck out of them. You'll go see
Shit,
guys like me who
man.
didn't
Hell
know at the
yeah.
time what we were doing to go kill a bunch of people.
I said, hell yeah.
Thousands of them.
You feel like you
As
can
a
go ahead and
unit,
get it over with?
dozens and dozens and dozens as
Knock them niggas
individuals.
out their misery.
So who's the real contributor to, like, we've killed more people, more innocent civilians than all those
This
terrorist
downward
organizations
slope
you
is
just mentioned
difficult.
combined.
Okay.
If you add up all the casualties from these terrorist organizations compared to the civilians that we call it, oh, it's the cost of war. So that
This
makes
is
it okay.
difficult.
I don't think it, I think the definition has been skewed in such a way to make people believe that, oh, these people, because they say Allah Akbar and the way they look, those are the bad guys. Those are the bad guys. It's the magician's greatest trick. Well, not the greatest trick, it's the easiest trick. I'm going to keep telling you, look over here, and behind my back, I'm setting up everything I need to set up to fool you again. And we've been fooled. Like I said, 250 years plus of existence as a nation, United States. We had like 14 or 16 of those years, we haven't seen war. That's fucked up. Like, why are we so obsessed with war? Why are we so obsessed with violence?
Congratulations, it's a bargain! Ollie's is now open in Midtown Tulsa. Find us on East 21st Street in the Target Shopping Center next to Burlington, with the former Sears location. At Ollie's, we sell good stuff cheap. You'll find brand new merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices, with deals on books, flooring, housewares, pet supplies, health and beauty products, toys, hardware, electronics, food, stuff for your bedroom, bathroom, and so much more. Ollie's is now open in Midtown Tulsa. Stop on by. Ollie's! Good stuff cheap!
What's your favorite thing about your partner?
She's
open-minded. Before we got married, you said the worst thing you've ever done.
What's the worst thing I've ever done?
What then?
Listen, drama. I was drunk. That's a huge red flag. It was just an accident. It was stop gossiping.
To the happy, carefree couple.
The drama. Rated R.
Man, that is so
Nick,
difficult.
one of the most profound things that you just said was we have to stop looking at ourselves as the good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So profound. And I remember when you and I first started to have these conversations, you would speak about the young Nick signing up, going to war, and you would always have this blanket statement: the bad guys, the bad guys, the bad, because that's what they sell us. Everybody who's not us is the bad guys.
The people who sent us over there at one point to go do bad things to bad people, as soon as that job is done, you know, they act like Pontius Pilate and wash their hands of the whole thing and they're done with it. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I mean, you touched great points. You said they sent us over there to do bad things to bad people, and I just remember that. You know, I remember that very distinctly because I would speak to you, and it just, if they can get you to believe that these guys are the bad guys, then I can tell you to do whatever I want you to do.
So that's the only thing that matters here, no damn
And
thing.
you have no conscience about it.
Exactly.
I'm keeping America safe.
Yep.
Because those are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Without thinking about their lives, their
Natty.
families, their cause,
That's time to shine.
and the fact that they look at us the same exact way that we look at them.
Yep.
We're the bad guys.
Yep. Yep. And it's like,
Hmm.
I look
Shit.
at it like,
Oh, shit.
I'm not even gonna say like Hitler or whatever. I mean, he kind of could. He convinced his, an entire group of people to do bad things to good people, or whatever. And then there's one side who believes that. There's another side believes that, the opposite. I don't know that. I just think we have our definition of what bad
Mm.
is skewed, and I think that we've been pushed so far as a nation to, back before we had social media, we
How
was
do
just
they
a
want to
news
draw
station.
this ball? Just a
And our
question.
parents and my parents, and back then you got the radio, they all believed what, because that's all there was. We had no way of like fact checking or verifying. You couldn't talk to someone in Iran. You couldn't talk to someone to Israel. I've been to Israel, and I may or may not have been to Iran once or twice while in the military, and Pakistan, you know. But what I do know is that the news that they get is completely different from the news that we get.
There you go.
It's completely different. And that was like the biggest shock to me, was actually not to stop believing that they were the bad guys, but getting out my bubble of that military mindset of, hey, these guys are bad, these guys are terrorists, they're not really people, and that's what made it easier for them for me to kill them. But having got out that and traveled the world and done stuff on the outside and got a chance to like witness culture, witness the news, and observe different things, I'm like, man, this is so ass backwards. And I've been to countries that look a hell of a lot. I've been to countries to where you've been told that, oh, this is a shithole country, but I've been there, and it's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. I'm like, man, I don't know. I think there's way too many people who've been brainwashed the same way I was. So no one can get mad at me for being the way I used to be. I was under that same brainwashing spell, that broadcast, that casting of that big spell through television. I've been under that same spell, so you can't get mad at me, just like I can't get mad at no one else, other than the people who like constantly want violence and war who've never seen it. Yeah, fuck you. You don't know what that's like. But everybody else, I think it takes a lot more getting outside that bubble. But that's one of the most uncomfortable things to do, is to get outside your own bubble and experience life for what it actually really is. We get so caught up on our own made up reality. To shatter that would be detrimental to our own sanity. Why would your brain doesn't work like that. It's all about comfort. So to break that cycle of comfortability, to be comfortable and believe this, whatever the fuck you believe, whether it's a lie or not, it makes you comfortable. To shatter that on your own, your brain's constantly fighting that. You're gonna fight yourself. Nobody wants to wake up and go outside and sleep in a ditch for fucking 2 weeks. No, when you got a bed 2 feet away, why would you do that? It's the same type of logic. Nobody wants to break their own bubble and step outside and see life for what it really is. Life can be a beautiful thing if we experience it, but a lot of us are too caught up on an LCD screen and what a talking shoulder and head person says on the fucking TV.
Nick, you step foot in Israel, Iran, in some of these countries that when you watch their news feed, it's completely different than ours.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't even need to leave U.S. soil. All you have to do is watch CNBC, CNN, then turn to Fox. Go read the New York Times. I mean, the messages that we're getting, it's all about what you believe and what you've been conditioned to believe. You can get the messages that you want to hear.
Exactly.
Yep. It's almost like the dealers. Like, I'm gonna go over here because this is what I'm addicted to.
Addicted to, and it strokes my own ego. It strokes my own belief.
There you go.
And that's the problem, what I think, with news. News isn't news. It isn't, news, entertainment, weather, and sports. It isn't none of that shit. It's a large broadcast spread to the north, south, east, and west. That's what the news is: north, east, west, and south. It's a wide broadcast, and depending on what side of that compass that you lie on, is the one you're gonna go to, because that one fits me. I don't like the south. I don't like the north. I don't like this. I don't like the west, because I don't like the way that they say things, and it's not what I believe. But what you believe may be fucking wrong, and what you believe, not just wrong, what you believe is just probably made up anyway.
I'm my head too hard.
There's a lot of shit that people do, and I've been in the same boat. I probably still am in certain cases. But there's a lot of things that we do and believe to be right isn't right. It just makes us feel good, because if we found out that it was wrong after this long belief that we were right, it would fuck us up.
I think you should already know PrizePicks is now available in most states. Download the PrizePicks app and start playing today.
Y'all playing now?
Okay, I found out what I was doing. Oh.
What they do? Yes, sir.
I don't get how one vegetable can mess y'all up so much. It's literally so easy. That, look, and you can use it, done. Toss it off to the side. You do that, you just take this, and you just twist it out. All the seeds come out with it. So easy, whatever. Tap it out, I don't care. Now all you're gonna do, I don't wanna see rings, I don't know what y'all are doing with your stupid rings, but you just cut it in half, and then look, people are like, just smash it. Now it's flat, that's it. And then you can just easily do your little strips for your little grilling, I don't know what the hell y'all do, but just however you want to use it. And then look, so easy. Smash it.
Y'all know better than that.
Not that hard. Very easy. Wash your fingers. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely. And people are so close-minded. In this country, my God. We were still on our side of the fence. And God forbid somebody has an opposing view.
Right?
God forbid that somebody doesn't believe exactly what you believe. The way we have become so divided in our own country, it's insanity.
It's the divided states of America. It's the divided states.
There you go. Yep.
There is no united. Since my lifetime, I have not seen united, except for one day. And whether that was a real, whatever you want to, I don't want to get into that, but on 9/11, that was like the most united, I think, we've all been as a country. I wasn't here for World War II, Pearl Harbor, wasn't here for it.
What's
that?
In
my lifetime, and I've been around for a few moons.
Oh.
But that was the only time I think we've ever been united.
Yeah, I mean.
It's gotten so bad now, you can't even say, like, do I believe in Christmas? No, I don't celebrate it, but if someone says it to me, I don't get a fucking offended. Merry Christmas, whatever. But people make it a political thing. You can't even wish people happy this, without getting political.
Yeah, man.
We're completely divided. It doesn't matter what it is.
I ain't got the right personnel on defense.
To the Second Amendment.
On how to tell them.
This is a divided country.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Just nervous about next year.
Iran for 1 second. Iran.
Suck my dick.
They took a hit, but it's not like they're going down without swinging. They launched something like 500 plus missiles and drones at Israel and even some of their Gulf partners. They sent missiles at the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar,
Fuck the
Bahrain.
pre-tournament. Let's get into it.
What do you think
Win the
that's about?
PGAs, Keith.
Those are some of their golf partners.
I think it was all like to hurt us. Like, I don't think they were attacking those people directly. I think it was about attacking things that we may have had over there. Military bases, equipment, infrastructure, things of that nature. I don't think they were going after, like, their neighbors in that sense. I think they were going after us in the neighboring countries.
Me?
And they hit us. They hit us where it hurts, like where the oil's at. You know, once you fuck up that barrel, that oil, you know, things get kind of messed up over here. You could shut down a bunch over here, not just like gas prices. You could shut down certain routes of transportation of goods and services.
No, you're absolutely right. You know, the Iranian president, he's since apologized
Did not see that
for
bunker right
striking
there.
his neighbors, but those strikes still continue nonetheless.
Right.
Exactly. It's not about killing them. It's about hurting us. Whatever we have over there, whether it be radar systems, missiles, military bases, troops, personnel, anything affiliated with the U.S., 100%. That's what it's all about.
You know, I don't think those neighboring countries you know, taking it kindly. You know, obviously it's a tactic. Iran wants to get at us, but you're still bombing your neighbors.
Yeah.
People who would normally be there right by your side. So I gotta ask the question. You know, who has our hands back right now?
Russia, China.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, okay. Where's Russia at?
Exactly.
And China has not said a peep.
Yeah. And I can't really give too many props. I'm not even props, but like, what help could Russia even really provide us or provide the Iranians when, like, they're fucked up with Zelensky, whatever, Zelensky. Yeah, they can't even. It's been years since that war, and damn, where the fuck is that right from? Finland? Where is he from?
What'd you say?
Zelensky.
I didn't.
I was in
Can't see what the fuck I was
a couple
going.
years ago. I got my little two mixed up, but yeah, Ukraine. Like, he's having trouble with that, so you can't even really give like too much. I don't
No.
know. You can't give too much props to Russia. They're having a hard time with them. So with Iran, I don't know who their allies will be at this point. I know. Take that back. I think they're allies at this point, which may not seem like a lot, but depending on how you look at warfare, guerrilla warfare, conventional, unconventional.
Hey man, I don't really know who you is, but fuck that nigga you talking about.
People in other countries, people who sympathize
Fuck that nigga,
with them,
man.
and just the whole Muslim culture as a whole. If you sympathize with that, that's why we have, you know, what's going on in New York right now. So I think that those are their greatest allies at this point. Is having people who have the same ideology and beliefs that they do, filtered around the world. Those are their biggest allies.
Yeah, but when you're at war and you're taking the beating that it appears that they're taking, you would want real allies with real muscle, a lot of munitions, missiles.
That's a very conventional way of thinking about war. Very conventional. We fought in the Middle East for 20 years in Afghanistan. They didn't have all these rockets, missiles, drones. I didn't know about a drone. Well, I knew about drones. We had them, but the way they're using them now, I didn't know about that till a few years ago. Like the rest of America, you don't need much to sustain and win a war. You don't need much. Look at Vietnam. Vietnamese didn't have all these weapons and everything like that. It was strictly guerrilla warfare. A few IEDs here, a few vehicle-borne IEDs here, a few shootings here, massacres. That's all you really need. I mean, we got airports being, you know, evacuated for, bomb threats and things of that nature. It doesn't take much to shut down a country. It doesn't take much. So to win a war, you don't necessarily have to have ICBMs, nuclear missiles. You just have to have a few people who believe in your cause to reach out and be willing to die for it.
No, Nick, this is why I love having these conversations with you. I love that you just check me, because I'm sure myself, like so many other people who have never been to war, we think about war in a very, very conventional way. And the fact that you're like, nah, that's the problem. You're thinking about it traditionally, conventionally. And, we could go back, like you said, to Vietnam. And you can talk about Afghanistan where these people were outgunned. They didn't use the same tactics, but they caused a very big hurt on America.
Yeah.
And to that point, you touched on briefly New York City. And obviously, this is my city. And, New York officials, they confirmed on Sunday that 2 devices that were recovered during protests over this war in Iran, they were actually IEDs.
Yeah. And what did we talk
Thank
about?
God they didn't go off.
What did we talk about, I would say, last year and a half ago? I said this was going to come to our country. Now we're just going to have to sit back and wait for those sleeper cells or terror cells that are, over here to do their thing. But I 100% believe it's going to happen. Really? Within the next 2 years. Within the next 2 years, I'll say that. And if I'm wrong, good. But I think in the next 2 years, we're going to feel terrorist attacks here. 100%. IED.
Yes, you did.
Shootings and all these things. I'm 100%. Like, and I think we're just getting started. This is like the intro. And these were 18, 19-year-old kids who had enough, not brainwashing, I don't know what you want to call it, but they believed so much in the cause that they decided to go out and do it. When that entire demographic, that belief system, or not even entire, a few dozen, a majority, a little bit, decide to pick up arms and say, hey, what's going on to my people is fucked up, and they start playing by their rules, that guerrilla warfare, we're fucked. Because we are going to be fucked. There's only so much you can do to prevent guerrilla warfare, but that involves you to become a guerrilla too. And I don't think the average person wants to be that dirty and get down that dirty. No, because that means your life, it don't matter at that point. It's got to be for a greater cause. They know they're going in there to die, get arrested, get shot, whatever. That don't matter. It's martyrdom. They want to go meet those, whatever they believe in. Whether it's 72 versions or $72 million in cash in the afterlife. I don't know. But whatever they believe is out there waiting for them, that has more power than it does here in this reality, in this world. We're too caught up on the next fucking iPhone that's coming out. I gotta be alive for that. I gotta be alive for this next little thing that don't mean shit. They don't think that. They don't think that way. We don't have that same ideology to where we're willing to die for something that we believe in. If we did, our government would not be where it's at today. We wouldn't be having these problems. We will be able to rise up and say, hey, we're being controlled by a bunch of a sick, weirdo pedophiles who run our country. If we was really about that life, but we're not as a whole. One, we're too divided, and what happens after the division comes to conquering. We've already been conquered.
We already been conquered,
there is no
huh?
more we the people. No, we've already lost that. And the fact that we can keep winning by going to the voting polls and no, I mean shit. The same people are still the same people. It's the same system. They worship the same Baphomet. They worship the same system. The same mark of the. We all have the mark of the beast here in America, damn near. The mark of the beast is continuing to play this system, this game. And we see it. We know it's fucked up. We know this isn't right. You can go back. People were getting taxed on tea, like 2%, 3%. And they said, oh, hell no. You can't go anywhere in America and not get, you can fart and get taxed. They tax us for fucking everything. We went to war about this shit not long ago, relative to time. So, voting ain't gonna do shit. There's only one way to cure a forest. Trimming off the hedges don't work. And that's all we're doing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, Nick, it's an extremely scary thought. To think not only that a war can and will be fought on our U.S. soil, but it'll be done by individuals, and they'll be labeled radicalized, and they'll be labeled enemies of the state.
Our founding fathers were called terrorists. George Washington was a terrorist before he was who he was. We've all been radical. I'm not saying if we're out to be a radical individual. I'm not calling for that. I'm saying we've already lost. That's what I'm saying. Whether it's our government or another foreign interest, another foreign government with a lot of money in their pockets.
Sound like you're taking a shit.
Politician's pocket. And then we launder that through the quote-unquote multi-million, hundreds of $1,000,000 weapons sale. Same thing we did in Ukraine. But my belief is we've already fucking lost. Like there's only one way to come back, and like you said, and like I said, we're too comfortable as a people now. We're too complacent, we're too comfortable. All these other countries that go out there and do it, why? I'm just saying, like, it's okay for us to go to another country and say, hey, I don't like your president, so I'm gonna go kill a bunch of your people, and I want him to this person that I hand select. Like, this shit has been going on since before I was born. It's okay for us to do it, but if any other country looked at us a certain way and say, hey, we don't like the way this is going down, let's go do our thing. We'd be like, that's an act of everybody would be up in arms, wanting to go fucking fight the next brown person or slant-eyed person. I don't know. We'd be up in arms to go do it. Will we all be looked at as terrorists if somebody else came into our country and said, I don't like the way your government's operating. I want a regime change. I want a government change. And us as Americans. Decide to stand up for our own country and fight back, how would we be viewed? Freedom fighters, right? Terrorists, or logical thinkers?
That's right. You know, I pray it doesn't come to that. I do. But we are, you know, Nick.
Why do you pray for that, though?
Hey, this Maverick water is good.
That it never comes to that.
Nick, you've been to war. 99% of the American public hasn't. What you've seen, 99% of the American public has only seen on the street. So the thought of it coming close to home, the thought of the idea that now the general public has to start participating, even if it's only participating in your thoughts, choosing, am I going to be on the front line? it's a scary thought.
Oh.
So close to a birdie.
Those of us who believe and have read the Bible.
And the short par putt is good.
Gonna come.
That's right.
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Those who do believe in a higher power, Yeshua, Yahweh.
Let's go over to 14 and the par 4.
This is a massive fairway on an extremely long par 4. Tee it high and give her all you got. Second shot downhill just a little bit. Big danger here is when they put the flag on the right-hand side. That can really hurt you.
All right, Henny, how are they going to play this?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
That's our ego that's keeping us separate from the Most High's will. For you to be afraid, for any of us to be afraid, goes against what the Most High says. And that goes against his will. But we all know, just like when Yeshua was in the garden, and he said, no, I don't want this. I don't want to get executed. I don't want to be put up on the cross. But thy will be done.
That's a bad roll.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Pretty straight putt. If anything, is move a little to the right.
These platforms allegedly failed to protect vulnerable youth from addictive algorithms and harmful content.
Oh my!
Not sure if that was a misread, but it comes up short. And you can see the disappointment as they walk off the green. That felt like it should have been a birdie. Teeing off here on the 15th.
Got some bunkering down the left-hand side that you got to avoid. Be mindful of that. So driver may not be the play off the tee. You find the fairway. You got just a short iron second shot to a green that's pretty receptive. You should be thinking birdie from the middle of the fairway.
Birdie from the middle of the fairway, huh?
$50 million settlement demand after internal documents revealed they knew their platform was causing depression in teens. The Washington Post exposed court documents showing one family received $345,000 in compensation after their child attempted suicide following social media addiction.
That's the way to draw up a nice shot.
If your child,
that was the right.
Ah, come on! It could have been an eagle.
A 3-footer coming up.
You know, Nick, I'm going to pivot with you. Is this?
After that hole, they are moving up the leaderboard.
Or is this
the 16th hole at TPC Boston is the final par 3 on the course, Rich.
Yeah, there's water all the way down the left-hand side and front in the green. Your eyes are drawn to that immediately, so your instinct is to bail out to the right-hand side, but don't be drawn into it. You miss the green out to the right-hand side, even if it's in that bunker. That pitch shot coming out of the bunker, down the slope, let's say, Luke, it can get wicked hard.
I have nothing to fear, because this is bigger than any of us on planet Earth. Or is this the evolution of Nick and where you sit today?
I'd say it's a mix of both, to be honest. Like before every mission, and I got over 500 plus missions, a combat operation, wreck raids, action raids. Been
it's a delightful little fade, that.
I haven't been shot.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
RPG.
Damn, I missed that hoe by a mile. That was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. Yeah, it's still rolling.
And this was back when I used to practice Christianity.
This putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what are they looking at here with this putt?
This putt looks to be 33 feet to the cup.
But I do think that there was a time in my life where, and it still is, it's applicable today. I did feel that way, but I didn't fully understand it.
Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it.
And I think that's what happened when I was
good putt there. That'll work.
Big swing on that putt right there. They didn't quite get the break right. Distance was perfect. Nice, easy par.
Currently a couple under for the round.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
on this right now.
Over to 17 we go. A clever par 4, Rich. And some big hitters might try and take it on.
Some of them do.
Anything is possible.
Usually she just bail out to the right-hand side, down the hill, second shot with just a short iron, maybe even just a wedge.
Mellow.
Bisected by a giant mound, like a big goiter in the middle of this green. It's a unique feature to this golf course. I love it.
Playing this shot from 120 yards.
I was like Jacob before I came to realism. I was like
Where
him,
is it?
wrestling with him for a while. Then I went off and I tried to feed my ego and got into other stuff that I probably shouldn't have dabbled in. But I was trying to be rebellious. But at the end of the day, I had a huge wake-up call. I got spanked by God, the Most High, and put me back in my place and let me know that no, there's only one true God. There's only one truth. And that came when I was in my 30s.
Yeah, nicely played.
Still in my 30s, but it's an evolution.
This putt will move them to 3 under par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've given it a good look. I see this one going
Oh,
left.
I should have waited till the
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Damn. Going
Now
too
7
fast.
shots behind after that.
But I'm not done this roller coaster ride yet.
Now to 18, a par 5.
Oh, this is a great par 5. You got a little speed slot down the left-hand side, carry those bunkers, and all of a sudden that golf ball is going to go chasing down the fairway. From there, though, you got to be mindful. You got a massive ravine fronting this green. And this green, you do have room to miss it on the left-hand side, but it's not a very easy up and down. A great finishing hole that you can make 3 on easily. 6s as well.
Their life is not their own. You've spoken to me on a couple of occasions, and I remember this vividly. It was one firefight you were in, and I believe you were in Iraq or Afghanistan, and you said you
Looks like they're
about
definitely going for it.
4 different guys. And the last guy looked to his left, looked to his right.
Okay, just staying in the fairway. The rough was in play.
And he literally tossed down his weapon, dropped to his knees, and submitted to the idea. This is it. And I asked you about that. And your exact words to me was, they just believe it's God's will. And that is exactly what you're speaking about right now.
Yeah, the last guy knew it was coming because he stopped and like swatted. He watched the guy next to him drop, this guy drop, and that was weird. Like they never ran like that. Like 2 people maybe ran ever, but if they were in a group, you could hit a dude and they'd be like watching.
No.
Because they believe in Allah's will.
A look at the lie in the green side rough.
So they didn't have fear.
I don't believe many people. Oh, where you're at, Nick? I don't believe many people take war out of it. They don't believe it's God's will when it comes to their finances. They don't believe it's God's will when it comes to their baby mama.
That was the right distance and the right club. Well done. They finished their round by making par at 18.
Bold print that word evolution. Most people are not that evolved in terms of their thinking as you're speaking right now.
Rich, what a way to kick off the week. A fun day in the booth.
Yeah, great day out there of golf. Looking forward to some of it tomorrow.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.
It's not realizing that, no, this is even the bad stuff. Mainly, but the bad stuff especially. That is the Most High's will. So he can put you in your place and humble you to let you know you got no control over nothing in this world. You got no control over it. Once you fully submit and understand that, then
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for round 2 of the Ace Championship. Welcome back, Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you back with us. Here's our featured player at 2 under as we begin our coverage.
I think we built
And now to the play on the 14th.
Like that we are the capital G God. Even though the Bible does state that we're a lowercase g. But the stipulations with that lowercase.
Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that.
We can create, we can do, and we can conquer. But that only comes because of him, not through us.
This shot from approximately 180 yards.
In our lives has nothing to do about us whatsoever. None of it. And for some of us, it depends on what God you worship. Some people worship the God of money. Some people worship the God of
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course.
At the end of the day, that God always loses. Always loses. A motherfucker who chases money for all his life on his deathbed never is like, man, I wish
they've got this putt for birdie. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Well, this one should start out pretty straight and then take a little movement to the right.
And there's nothing on this planet that creates life, that gives life, other than the Most High. So
that goes in for birdie, and that's exactly what our featured player needed coming off bogey on the last hole. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
Yeah, some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
And he's down there.
Sitting up here from about 155.
Our president, the U.S. as a whole, is on. The ego is massive. Trump, he rejected all calls.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Get it over with, huh?
He's demanding as we
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. It's just about 3 feet away.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Currently at -5 now for the event.
Out of 16, it's a par 3.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked high chip.
That's not a drone, no. You hear those things coming long before you
Oh, just drifting in there with a little bit of fade on it. Lovely.
Wow, imagine that. It was so close. And this one from 9 feet away. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
I won't say it's too much for our ego. Oh, ultimately in this war, our dislike as a whole.
Sit to the left, bitch. That went right.
For birdie.
Went right, you stupid bitch.
And just to finish off the par. This hole is a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman. The base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
It doesn't matter. Because it's another country. There's another entity out there.
Ah, kind of a little loud.
This appears to be a safe shot.
That'll be our demise.
That approach sets them up perfectly with this putt. How about this birdie putt?
One was written about so in the Bible, and he was flipping tables. And he
Oh my goodness.
And a tap in left for par. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. That appears to be a very good line off the tee.
You know, while we're talking ego, off topic, on topic, Chrissy Miller.
Happens, yeah.
They're thinking of going for this one, guys.
The former Secretary of Homeland Security. I mean, what's going to spend something to the tune of $294 million?
Did I overshoot? I overshot?
That didn't include Trump telling illegals to self-deport, and under oath said, "Yo, I got the blessing from Trump, from his administration." Trump's like, "Oh no, you didn't."
That just missed.
I'm just
I never
rolling.
trusted that vixen in the first place, though. One,
Here's a chance to get to 6 under par.
I never trust the vixen.
John, give us a read on this putt.
This one should go up the hill and to the right.
Oh, yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, my
Not
God.
enough pace on that one. Okay, they finish up their second round, and right now, right on the cut line. Still some players on the course, so some nervous moments lie ahead. Well, Beamer, it was a rough week for this player. They do not make the cut.
They didn't. It was just, it happens. You know, sometimes you have it, and some weeks you just don't. And their game just deserted them this week, but certainly better weeks ahead.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.
To know when to fucking stop. You can't trust that. I can't trust nothing you say. That goes nothing against. I really don't give a fuck. I don't trust a bitch like that. Anybody for that matter who does that to themselves and can look in the mirror and not know when to fucking stop. Two, all she did throughout her whole career was play dress up. That's all she did. She dressed up like these agents. She dressed up like these chicks. She dressed up like this, held the gun here, held the gun here, to make herself see it, doing this ride along, doing that. She's a paid actor and a terrible little fact. She would have done wrong for like a Tyler Perry movie, or a movie, or Tubu, whatever the fuck is that? Tubu, whatever those movies are, she would have done wrong for something like that. She's trying to get out. But I mean, I was feeling that I have some love to waste some money. She would have something to about it to waste the fucking money. The goal is always the money. But on top of it, she didn't even so much about a picture of Donald Trump. She went to be going up there once or twice. He's like, "Yo, good luck." I don't see how to make more for it. It's probably more for it. That's one game. That's one game. That's a nasty game. He was all about it. Before that, he was all about it. So it goes to show, like, just because he may have forced somebody 1 minute, we don't know what that's going to lead 2 months from now. So, I mean, it's such a cutthroat game, you can't believe nothing. Because the same people you've been into this one moment, you might oust them the next. And it's like, fuck her, she's not even whatever. But you have the whole base and the whole whatever, Republican Party, with that door thing, trying to do like, now what? It's got to play out the job, like now it's stuff in. It was all about the forward thing. And I use that term very, not even coffee, but I don't even feel around trying to do it. I kind of think I deserve that right and deserve that right to be able to hold that title for me. And that goes for men and women. It ain't just the women. A man politician can be a bitch too. And there's a whole bunch of them up in there. You know, they didn't just get her up out of there, but allegedly she was having a sexual affair with Corey Lewandowski. And they got him up out of there too. Really? You mean to tell me the one of them, the one of you has been lost up Instagram model was having a sexual affair with somebody? Oh no. Come on. Everybody do that.
yo, we gonna get the trash out with you and take your man with you. Get him up out of here too. All for it.
Hey, stop. Don't worry about that. You got some models on Instagram.
Nah, but I'm gonna tell you something. This is one to the wise for anybody else like. I bet you right now. Like her phone went from blowing up. Like she probably couldn't answer every call. There was people who treaded lightly around her, people who laughed at her jokes. Told her how good she looked in the face despite knowing, damn, this chick busted. You know, maybe you might want to stop spending that money on them enhancements in your face. To now, that phone probably ain't rang since last week. People that quick got up, like, delete, block, and it's just crazy.
Hey, that's what OnlyFans is for. That's what I heard. But we all,
I'm gonna tell you, they like,
Sure, Michigan was number 2. Michigan was number 2.
They got bitches selling like jars of farts, you know, for money and
Yeah, I mean.
shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Like, I know who owns OnlyFans, but maybe she's done wrong for that.
Whoa. Shit. He shouldn't have beat me the first time. His ass lost the first time. Like, what's he talking about? Alright, we just need help on defense.
The golden parachute.
You got the book, you got speaking engagements.
Cool with me.
You know, like every other politician.
Cool with me.
I would. Really happened behind the doors book, you know? She'll put one out. Correct.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone. It's time
Yeah,
to get
Nick,
ready
I think to this minute we've lost something like 7 servers.
I was trying to get a nigga the easy road. Not happening. I'm here. Huh. I'm here.
But on the Iranian side, I mean, we got some really conflicting numbers. I'm seeing numbers that say 1,500 people have been lost, including civilians, and as high as 25,000.
Put me back in the Big Ten.
That's a hell
Put me back in the Big Ten, man, where I belong.
1,500 If you had to guess, where would you see that the number is leaning? Is it leaning closer to 1,500?
Fine with me.
I'd say the second shot.
Fine with me. Fine with me.
Yeah, but they're going up to
Fine with me.
5,000.
Fine with me.
That's a big gap.
It's a huge gap, but I mean, when you look at these areas, right, when you're dropping these bombs,
Whoa. Nah, leave that nigga alone. If I gotta go through it, then they gonna go through it too.
like high rises, hotels, whatever.
Don't matter. That's fine. That's fine. I'm be going for a championship. That's fine.
10,000 maybe.
Ain't nothing to it.
That's where I would put it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to it.
And you got like the whole reporting and how that goes. You know, you can
Niggas gotta see me either way. It don't matter what conference I am. Niggas gotta see me either way.
Whatever, in your home. This building got hit.
Ah, fuck me.
I was hit too. You know, you got the whole school incident. Right there with the girls' school. The numbers that we get, the numbers that we're being told, it's
That's
never
what I said.
because the real number is probably scary and hard to fathom. You look at, like I said, Iraq, over 1 million civilians. You can't fathom 1 million people. The average person can't fathom, I can't fathom 1 million people. Like standing in front of you, what 1 million people looks like. It's hard to
They just don't want me to get that hole in one.
Do I think the numbers is high? Of course. We'll find out till later, but it's how they report stuff too. We'll look at the stuff immediately. If you call this country a third world country, the way they report stuff, the way their medical system works, the way their internet shuts down, there's really no way right now, 24 hours, 48 hours after an attack to find out exactly how many people died. We won't know for weeks, months, exactly how many people we've injured. And let's say if it is 5,000 people, 10,000 people that lost their life to, you know, indiscriminate fire, casualties of war, whatever. Imagine how many more wounded.
Oh no, I hit it too hard.
7 U.S. soldiers died. How many wounded?
Dropped that motherfucker right there.
The numbers tend to always double or triple on wounded. And then out of those wounded casualties, how many, you know, would turn out to be already life-threatening, critical, and then end up dying, or will end up dying sometime later on down the line. Just like this last arrested soldier. I'm not sure if it was a male or female, but rest their soul. Because I think that any age fighting a war right now is too young. An unnecessary war attack. But it's not a war, it's a strategic whatever. There you go. Yeah. Can't call it a war. Even though there's people dying on both sides. I wonder how their family feels about that. But
that's some bull. Oh my god.
And that soldier died later.
They lying.
He was wounded, I think, on the first.
They lying.
Yeah, he was wounded on the first, and it took him this long to finally pass.
They lying.
And it's like, yeah, it's the same thing that happened to Ncaa, rest his soul, Benjamin Ncaa, the guy who saved my life. It took 7 days before he died, succumbed to his wound. He was shot in July, took 7 days to finally pass, and it was about a week before we found out. 7 days. But we don't know what these other wounded soldiers look like, what they have to go through. And even if they don't die, which I'm praying they don't, but the fact we have to live with those injuries, I mean, I couldn't imagine. There were many nights that I stayed awake before I was deployed, or while on deployment, and wondered, like, man, if I do get injured, what do I want to go? Do I want to lose my hands? Do I want to lose my feet? My legs? What do I want to lose? I can go without walking, but I can't go without being able to touch my wife's face again. I can't live like that. So at that point, I'm thinking about some stupid shit. And if I can't walk, I props to those guys who, and I have a lot of too many friends who have lost limbs, arms, legs in combat. And I look at those guys as like Superman, because I know me. I think I did, or I thought I did at the time. I don't think like that anymore. I don't really have a reason to. But knowing me at that time, and that's why it's props to them. I was a selfish man at that time. And for me not being able to touch my wife, or feel the earth anymore underneath my feet, I wouldn't want it. That's just me. So props to them for sticking with it and staying this long. And I wouldn't want, I can go down that rabbit hole of that. So we don't know what it's going to lead to, but what does it work?
It's on a good line.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Wow.
Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
From a perspective that the average person just can't.
That's pretty tidy.
To hear you say,
you know what they say, never up, never in. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Here we are at the par 5, 15th.
I just can't get enough of how they've used these rock outcroppings on this golf course. They're so well placed. The beauty of them To me, they got it right, especially here on this par 5. The only danger here, once you get close to the green, is going to be this deep, cavernous bunker out there on the right-hand side. But this green is user-friendly. Birdies abound.
From a micro perspective, like, nah, this ain't just about losing my life. I might step on a high.
Are you niggas simulate the week? What we doing? What y'all talking about?
There's some body part set up. Which body part do I want?
No custom playbooks?
And how would that affect me?
That's crazy.
Sitting at 2 under par.
Niggas adding rules? Why niggas adding rules? Why? I like the no rules.
And you bring a reality to a situation that people can't fathom beyond what they see on the screen.
I'm before down merchant.
And that's not real. It's not.
That's my fault. I'm just sucking.
Now to Roseng.
This one is going straight at it. The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. John, what's the line on this putt? Where should they be starting it?
This one's going to go pretty hard to the left.
I never looked at it like that. I never...
No, because you take it for granted because you've been there.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I guess it was normal. Like my second deployment, we were bombed every single...
Yeah, nice job. Did all they could.
3 months. I'm talking every single Iraq, 2007.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
You hear like the sirens going off.
Boom!
So close.
And on Zoom call or whatever we have, Yahoo Messenger.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at -2 for the event. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
So you just learn to sleep through months, weeks on every fucking day. You're getting bombed.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. That was special.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Ugandans. And a mortar landed right beside, it was a brick wall. We had Rob was at, brick wall, and where they got blown up at. And you just don't care anymore. And when you do care, in my last deployment in Afghanistan, it was IED censored, landmark.
That's disappointing.
I watched one of my guys, not gonna say
3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
First question out of his mouth was, hey, check to see if my pinker's still there. That's all he cared about. He wanted to make sure that's one of the first things, not first things, but it's a good chance that's going to get...
Oh, we have players leaving? Okay, give me a second.
My first day in Mosul, Iraq.
Give me a second.